QAnon called it in advance again. Zero Hedge. Posted today, Sunday. Dan Coates out as top intelligence chief after series of public clashes with Trump. Donald Trump tweets, "I am pleased to announce that the highly respected Congressman John Ratcliffe of Texas will be nominated by me to the Director of National Intelligence. A former U.S. attorney, John will lead and inspire greatness for the country he loves. Dan Coates, the current director, will be leaving office on August 15th. I would like to thank Dan for his great service to our country. The acting director will be named shortly." Again, then he says that. Coates' own criticism and public contradictions of Trump had at times reportedly sent the president to privately rant against the former Indiana senator and diplomat in front of White House staff, especially when during congressional testimony earlier this year, the media gleefully seized upon Coates' words to point out glaring, where'd it go? Glaring policy contradictions among Trump's cabinet. Coates had told Congress in a sensitive meeting, Congress at a sensitive and stalled point in White House North Korea dialogue that Pyongyang was unlikely to ever completely give up its nuclear weapons and production capabilities. Words which had angered Trump. Coates has also been deeply critical of Trump's meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin in the past, which the Times reports notes as following, whatever letter. Also interesting is that during a July 2018 interview with NBC's Andrea Mitchell, Coates was informed of plans for the White House to invite Putin to Washington, something which never materialized. Say that again? A visibly perplexed Coates asked NBC's Andrea Mitchell at the time. "Okay, that's going to be special," he said sarcastically. This and other instances reportedly set Trump off and assured Coates' day as DNI were numbered. But leaving a deep state person in power, what does Napoleon, remember they quoted Napoleon. Napoleon said, "Never interfere when the enemy is destroying himself." Dan Coates, you may keep your job for now. You're going to probably communicate with some deep state friends of yours. You're going to do some stupid stuff. You're going to say some stupid stuff, and they're going to tell you some stupid stuff. And we're going to know all about it. And then when the time is just right, you're effing out of here. When did Mr. Coates, when was this posted by QAnon? Dan. Dan Coates. Run. I think it's going to say run. Yeah, it was on, July 26th is another one. Fly, Dan, fly. Dan Coates out. Forced. Soon. That was posted on February 28, 2019. February 18th, 2019 was the original thing. And then only recently, days ago, it was brought back up again. Hey, fly, Dan, fly. And you mean to tell me a couple days later, breaking news, President Trump, Mr. Coates, you're fired. Again, I've said this before, but if you're Trump and you did the Celebrity Apprentice, and for that reason, you're fired. I wonder when he does that to these shills, like Dan Coates, you bring him into the office, "Hey, Dan, listen, you've been butting heads with me. You've been saying stuff about North Korea. Like, nobody does that to the Trump. Nobody. And for that reason, Dan, you're fired." I mean, is that, if I was Trump, I'd probably do that just to piss him off. Like, I'm going to pretend it's a reality TV show of mine because you guys are a bunch of clowns anyways, which is what reality TV show actually is. So let's just play the game. Dan Coates, for that reason, you're fired. Probably not. Yeah, he's probably not doing that. But it would be funny if it was, right? If he was. Speaking of that, what else? Next week, again, July 26th, 2019, Q says, Solomon on Hannity Radio, next week, change of DNI. Coates gone, D-class of docs, Durham news. Said on the show, might be on Hannity tonight. Did not say that, but this is big, so watch Hannity. And then most recently, Antifa. Trump says consideration is being given to declaring Antifa The gutless radical left whack jobs who go around hitting only non-fighters, people over the heads with baseball bats, a major organization of terror, along with MS-13 and others, would make it easier for police to do their job. So, if they declare Antifa, again, as a terrorist group, can't wait to see them gather up and go to another protest. There's this other one. Oh, interesting. Do you remember a while back QAnon had said USA, so in relation to the QAnon thing spreading and people awoke, Japan, yes, USA, yes, I forget the other ones, like Australia coming soon, or I don't know if it was Australia, but one of them was China. China, not public yet, or something like that was what it said. Well, it's funny because they just posted to a link to a tweet. Michelle Hu, and I mean Q, posted them to this lady. Our most recent QAnon series in Chinese. Link co-authored by Henry SI5, and I read by tens of thousands of Chinese worldwide. We are read by tens of thousands of Chinese worldwide. They're holding up signs in front of the Great Pyramid. All Chinese people, the four of them. Hashtag QAnon. Hashtag where we go one, we go all. Hashtag QAnon. Hashtag where we go one, we go all. This is not a local movement. That's what Q's been saying. This is not your typical four-year election either. And then another Twitter post he links to, New York Times Politics. The Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats, is expected to step down. He has been at odds with the president. No. Sure enough. And finally, the final post recently, John Ratcliffe, AG William Barr will deliver justice to any Obama officials who committed crimes. So John Ratcliffe says, AG Barr will deliver justice to any Obama officials who committed crimes, posted today, Sunday. Washington Examiner. A top Republican investigator said accountability is coming for any of those individuals who may have committed crimes during the Trump-Russia investigation, with the Justice Department conducting a review of that operation. Representative John Ratcliffe said during a Fox News interview Sunday that he trusts Attorney General William Barr and Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz to provide answers. And while Ratcliffe says he does not want to prematurely accuse any specific person of a crime, as Democrats have done with President Trump, he stressed that it is clear crimes were committed by people during the Obama administration, including government officials. Quote, I think the first thing we need to do is make sure we don't do what the Democrats have done. The Texas Republican told host Maria Bartiromo on Sunday Morning Futures. They accused Donald Trump of a crime, and then they try and reverse engineer a process to justify the accusation. So I'm not going to accuse any specific person of any such crime. I just want there to be a fair process to get there. What I do know, as a former federal prosecutor, is that it does appear that there were crimes committed during the Obama administration. Ratcliffe, a Texas Republican on the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees, who was critical of Special Counsel Mueller during his testimony in front of those committees last Wednesday, is reportedly Trump's top pick to replace him. Yes. Ratcliffe explained this is why Barr, who has tasked U.S. Attorney John Durham to lead the so-called investigation of the investigators, must fill in the gaps. Quote, now, the things that Bob Mueller said he didn't know about and his team clearly didn't look at, those are the things that would be fair for Bill Barr and the Department of Justice to look at. Because we know that things happened in the Obama administration that haven't been answered. There's been no accountability for that yet, he said. Well, the special counsel told us that they didn't do it. And if they didn't do it, the only place we can get answers is from the Justice Department right now. The American people want that. Their faith and trust, Maria, has been shaken in our Justice Department. And the only way to get that back is for there to be real accountability with a very fair process. Again, I have supreme confidence in Bill Barr's ability to deliver that. And at the end of the day, wherever the outcome may be, as long as we know that the process was fair, the evaluation was fair, justice will be done. Look, the truth always defends itself. Relevant to the Barr Durham review is Horowitz's Inspector General investigation into alleged government surveillance abuses against at least one advisor for the Trump campaign, Carter Page, an American citizen who was never charged with wrongdoing. Barr has said he is working closely with Horowitz, who is expected to wrap up his inquiry this fall, and the Justice Department could take prosecutorial action depending on the findings and recommendations. Ratcliffe recommended 3 leads for the investigation of the investigators. So it's a bit more on this article, but that's enough for now. Regarding that, QAnon says, while Congress is away, the month of August is traditionally a really hot month. Nature is unpredictable. Q. Hot is all capital letters. What does he mean by that? While Congress is away, the month of August, also all capital, August, is traditionally a really hot month. Nature is unpredictable. Q. Now, is that a reference to him talking about more blackouts coming and some good, awesome news in August that we're going to love to hear them going after these people? Or just them going after these people? It's a hot month because we're about to get down and dirty on some of these people. And there's no necessarily blackouts coming. Again, twice in DC, New York City, like Q said, blackouts necessary. Wonder what's been going on here recently. I can't help myself going back to some of the old Webbot stuff. Cliff High. Democratic Party was mainly in the crosshairs, but Republicans too. To both. But it was like the Democrats was like highlighted. You're going to come to a time in this country, America, USA pop, where resignations are going on like crazy, arrests, firings, just government people, Congress mainly, stepping down, resign, all this stuff going on. And it was mostly tied to the Democratic Party. You can see it, or you can already see it. And now the whole Democratic Party is self-destructing. Again, never interfere with an enemy while they're destroying themselves. Yeah, let me just sit back. Put the guns down, guys. Popcorn time. Yeah. Oh my God, did she just say that? Yeah, that's great. He doesn't know the answer to that at all. Oh, they just killed themselves. They just murdered. They put their top guy in front of us. He just killed it for him. You know, in the worst kind of way. Okay, I'm out of popcorn. A minute. Let's ask the old Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, August 2019. Is it going to be an awesome month for dealing with corruption? President Trump dealing with that. I'm telling you, there is something to my Magic 8 Ball. I'm not playing. Yes. It's so yes. Exciting. Boom, 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 boom. It's so exciting to me. Yes, I'm excited for August. It's a really hot month, says Q. Take care.